So hello everyone. This video is about Pluto in Aquarius. Actually, this has happened last month, 19th or 20th of November. It depends on your area or your place where you are at that moment. All right. So this has been quite a late upload, but nevertheless, I am here. Alright, so Pluto enters Aquarius where it will gonna stay for the next 20 years approximately. So collectively, we can expect some big shifts around time that Pluto enters Aquarius. So almost every time that Pluto changes signs, some collective crisis happens, which gives the tone of the most important transformation in society for the following year. So the last time Pluto changed a sign was in 2008, wherein Pluto moved into the sign of Capricorn, and right after the economic crisis started, which began the crisis of big bankings and government institutions. So the dirty underbelly of all Capricorn ruled institutions and other long-standing pillars of government and social trust have been severely undermined. So all the while they have become more and draconian and extreme in the application of power, but which has destroyed the previous naivety or and trust of the people. So the exit of Pluto from Capricorn can correspond with the fall of major ruling figures and regimes or some corporate institutions. So the entrance of Pluto in Aquarius triggers the same process of revealing the truth and looking under the microscope into the Aquarian areas of science, genomics, AI, high technologies, digitalization, and so on. So while Pluto will exponentially increase the imposition and applications of new scientific methods, and especially with purpose of surveillance and control, which is associated with Pluto, over the population, which is associated with Aquarius, this can just as well lead to some kind of a deep mistrust of the public in blindly accepting all such things. So, some amazing and transformational scientific discoveries will be made, which change humanity for the better, of course, and can give them more sovereignty. But at the same time, we will see the dark side of this transit with scientific and social atrocities in the name of advance. So social life will be so changed, social order on how one fits in society will be changed beyond recognition during these 20 years. So who is useful in the cog of the system, who is useless, who wants to be part of the social body, and who wants to be independent will be decided, and roles will gonna be transformed. So society will further divide. Multiple bloody revolution will gonna happen. The last time that Pluto is in Aquarius, the French, the Civil War. All right, so we can fairly certain major such will gonna happen again, and a recognized society. So Pluto is connected to mortality. Aquarius is population, so from there, you will know the demographics around the world will in or will decrease on a large scale. So on the positive side, Pluto will gonna trigger the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, which happened in 2020, and we're gonna activate the impulse for freedom, sovereignty, and independence, the birth of new humans. So Pluto can have a direct impact on genetics of human. Some will gonna upgrade to scientific method, others by natural evolution methods where they unlock previously unused genetics. So huge steps will gonna be realized in extending human life scientifically and by natural means of evolution. Probably, those diseases that doesn't have any cure. Probably the next 20 years we will gonna find some cures about it. So huge evolutionary step ahead towards an upgraded human consciousness. So with that one, let's proceed on how it will gonna affect us based on our sign. So for Aries people, the Pluto in Aquarius will gonna be on your 11th house. So supportive, sextile to your rising, actually. So it has been in your 10th house previously in the sign of Capricorn, empowering you in the area of your career, your legacy, your authority, your prestige, and in your goals. And now it's moving into one of your social houses, which is the 11th house. So during this time, there will gonna be a lot of testing and transformation in the area of your networks, your friends and your acquaintances. So transformation of the way how you use the technology. All right. So there will gonna be some kind of a deeper interest in social awareness. Probably some of you will gonna become a part of a powerful groups which will gonna be focused on technology and science and activism. So shared resources may thrive, which is in the house of 11th. I'm sorry, in the house of 8th house. All right. So you might probably, for some of you, you might probably invest into some kind of technology to gain more power over your network. So all those probably those AI thingy on the social media and all that. So the question here for those are in Aries sign is what are your deep rooted hopes and wishes for the next 20 years? So there's a trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June 2025. We are gonna bring some kind of opportunities in the fields of communication and business. So I guess Aries, it's a time for you to be ready for such changes. All right. So for Taurus, the Pluto in Aquarius will gonna be on your 10th house. All right. So there is some kind of a challenging square on your rising sign. So previously, Pluto has been on your ninth house, empowering you in the area of higher wisdom, higher education, your ideas, and some kind of travel as well. Some of you have traveled a lot since 2008. So moving into the house of your career this time, your legacy, your authority, your goals, your prestige. So one of your career houses. So probably during this next 20 years, you will gonna gain more power as a leader. For some of you, we're gonna have this ability to have the authority, or some of you will gonna be a CEO of a company. um, some of you will gonna have a promotion at work. So the career will gonna shift into more of a science or innovation or technology side. So there will gonna be deep thriving for more freedom when it comes to your career path. So for some of you, probably you will gonna start your own business during the next 20 years. As I've said, this may have something to do with science, innovation, and technology. So the thing here for Taurus on the 10th house is what is your true calling? What is your passion? What is your vocation? So the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June in 2025, we are gonna bring you some opportunities when it comes to applying your unique talents to your career path. So probably for some of you, you guys will gonna be investing into a new business, or probably if you have a business before previously, you will be going to rebuild that one, strengthen it. Your self-worth when it comes to your career will gonna be highlighted during the next 20 years. So for Gemini people, actually Pluto in Aquarius will gonna be on your ninth house. This is a very supportive trine to your sign actually. So more light and wisdom is coming into your life during the next 20 years. So previously Pluto has been on your eighth house in the homeland of Pluto, where deep intimacy, taboo, fears, traumas, some practices when it comes to occult psychology, your shared resources, your joint venture taxes are being highlighted. So it is Pluto is moving into the house of higher education, the philosophy, cross cultural relationship. A lot of you will gonna travel during the next 20 years. So it's a possibility as well that you will gonna meet those gurus during this time, and your relationship with your father will gonna be highlighted in the next 20 years. So during the next 20 years you will gonna be focusing on learning or teaching online. So probably for most of you, you will gonna have some kind of a social media um, platforms, or probably you will gonna um, spend more time on those social media platforms. All right, so you will gonna be teaching techniques to other people, or sharing some kind of information related to science, technology, and some kind of innovation. All right, so during the next 20 years, there will gonna be hunger when it comes to higher knowledge. So probably you will gonna be led into studying some kind of science, innovation, technology, and all that one. For some of you, we are gonna be obsessed about studying or teaching religion or some kind of philosophy. For some of you, you guys will gonna be in a state of a prophet, wherein you were gonna say something and then later on you were gonna realize that, oops, what I've said have come true. For some of you it will gonna happen. All right, so I guess the main focus over the next 20 year for Gemini people is, what do you believe when it comes to your core level? All right, so you were gonna spend those 20 years on that area. So the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June, we're gonna bring you a lot of opportunities to study, to travel to different places, to meet new people, to discover new cultures. So um, it's a time, probably a good time, or probably a perfect time wherein you will gonna meet new people that will gonna inspire you, that will gonna help you grow spiritually as well. So this could be some kind of teachers or gurus. All right. For Cancer people, all right, the Pluto in Aquarius will gonna be on your eighth house. So this is a bit more challenging position actually. So during the past 20 years, I know that your area of relationship and partnership have been tested a lot. So for some of you, lots of ups and down when it comes to your relationship. Some have ended, some have still together, but have went through a very challenging times. All right, so the journey of a Pluto will gonna continue into your eighth house, the homeland of Pluto. So there will gonna be a deep intimacy issues, the taboo, your fears will gonna be highlighted. Your trauma will gonna resurface. Your love for occult, such as tarot or astrology, will gonna be highlighted. Psychology, your shared resources and joint ventures, your taxes as well. So you will gonna spend more time or the next 20 years exploring secrets, healing methods, astrology, anything hidden or forbidden you are gonna be interested in. So for some of you, probably by the end of 20 years, you were gonna become a healer, a therapist. All right. So a birth of a child is or let's say if you are planning to have a baby or during the next 20 years, having given birth will gonna transform your life actually. So the journey of development and transformation of your hobbies and in your passion, which is on the fifth house, will gonna be highlighted as well. So the question for you here, or the main focus for you Cancer people, are what what or where your true power lies. So for you guys, the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June will gonna bring you a lot of opportunities to make more money through shared resources. Probably you will gonna meet someone, marry someone who is rich, okay, who has a lot of money, or probably you were gonna meet some kind of a business partner wherein um, he's willing to share more when it comes to finances and you more on the ideas. All right, so yeah, it's a more of the joint ventures, or you will just gonna be presented with gifts, unexpected gifts, or probably for some of you, you will gonna inherit some big amount of money here. All right. So for Leo people, your Pluto in Aquarius will gonna be on your seventh house. This is a very challenging position actually. So Pluto has been testing and empowering you for the last 16 years in the area of your health, your work, your service, and your daily routines. For some of you, you were greatly affected by illnesses during the past 16 years. All right. So, um, aside from that, Pluto will gonna be going into a more intense and life challenging area, which is your relationship with love and business partners. So there will gonna be a possible power struggles within the relationship, wherein you will gonna need to learn how to maintain equality and friendships within them. So my dear Leo, all right. So another hard 20 years for you guys, but even though it will gonna be hard, you will gonna be tested a lot when it comes to your one-on-one relationship. Just know that there's a phase of your life the next 20 years. It will gonna help you grow. People who are not bringing you good or not doing you any good, Pluto will gonna help you to eliminate those people. It might be painful for some of you, but know that this is for your good in the end. So there will gonna be a need for space in the relationship. For some of you, you will, yeah, just end the relationship and remain single for a few years, for a long time, wherein or until you recognized and realized your worth, your values. All right. So it will gonna be an emotional roller coaster on your fourth house also. So transformation when it comes to your business will gonna happen as well, but it will gonna empower you as well. So, the main focus here, my dear Leo, for the next 20 years is what do you really value in a relationship? All right. So, the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June of 2025 will gonna bring you opportunities to meet important people and to expand your network. So if you are single, so probably it's time for you to mingle during the next 20 years. All right. Good luck with that, Leo. For Virgo people, okay, the Pluto in Aquarius will gonna be on your sixth house. A bit challenging house actually. During the past 16 years, Pluto has been empowering you when it comes to your self expression, creativity, exploration, transformation of your habits. You were able to recognize what your passions are. You were able to recognize or probably develop a strong sense of a strong bond when it comes to your children, or discovered your childlike spirit. So there's been some kind of intense or obsessive love affair during the past 16 years. But now it is shifting, or it shifts into your serious area of health, your work, your daily routines, your service, and your pets as well. So getting stronger with fitness exercise is more important, very important for you guys for the next 20 years to seriously look into your health habits. All right, so plan well your nutrition, your daily routines. Do cleansing. If you feel something odd when it comes to your body, do have a check. So very important not to ignore what you feel when it comes to your body, all right? So probably we're gonna go undergo some kind of surgeries or technologies or some kind of alternative supplements that will gonna help you when it comes to your health. All right, so you may feel empowered by work, by nutrition, or by doing exercise. Your if you're planning to have some kind of pets, this is a good time to have one, because probably having one during the next 20 years will gonna transform your life as well. So learning new skills, taking courses when it comes to your work, when it comes to your health, this will gonna happen on the next 20 years. So the main focus here, my dear Virgo, is to know what you have to learn about your health, your nutrition. All right, so the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June 2025, we're gonna bring you opportunities related to your career and your public status. All right, for Libra people, all right, so Pluto will gonna be on your fifth house. This is a very harmonious position of Pluto, actually. So during the past 16 years, you have been tested and empowered when it comes to your emotional foundation, your home and family members, your roots, your place of living. For some of you, you have had some kind of misunderstanding when it comes to family members, all right? So, but the good thing is it's over now, and now it's shifting into your fifth house of your self expression, your creativity, dating, recreational, your sexuality, the children, or habits will gonna bring you a new set of transformative experiences. So children or habits will gonna transform your life. So if you're planning to have like a children or having a children, or if you have an existing children, your relationship with them will gonna be tested a lot, but then at the end it will gonna transform you, it will gonna make your bond stronger. So there will gonna be a lot of innovation when it comes to your artistic expression. For some of you, you may gonna discover that you have passion in arts like music, painting, and all of that. So um there will gonna be a lot of intense dating experiences as well. So my suggestion is just enjoy the journey during the dating experience, all right? So you may gonna be this, or you may discover that you have a certain gifts and talents. So this will gonna resurface in your next 20 years. So the main focus here for you, Libra, is what are your biggest passions? All right. So the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June 2025 will gonna bring you opportunities for more travel, for more learning and teaching, probably exploring. So there will gonna be a lot of lucky breaks for you, Libra. Exciting, isn't it? All right, for Scorpio people, all right. So Pluto will gonna be on your fourth house. All right. So, um, this is your second chart ruler. It gonna move into a challenging position actually. So for the past 16 years, Pluto has been transformed your communication skill, your mind and thinking. The relationship with your sibling has been strengthened with your neighbors. Your social activities have increased. So this journey of Pluto will gonna enter in to your house of home, your emotional foundation, your family matters. So your roots, your place of living, your private life. So there will gonna be a lot of transformation or renovation when it comes to your house. So alternative energy or mobile house, or probably for some of you we are gonna be up to work from home. All right, using some kind of technology, internet, especially. Will gonna be one of the main focus during the next 20 years. So there might be some kind of challenging when it comes to your family and dealing with your family tradition. So there might be some time that you may be rebelling or getting out of those traditions. So for some of you, there will gonna be some kind of buying or investing in some kind of properties or land. All right. So the main focus for you, Scorpio, during the for the next 20 years is to establishing where you feel like your home is. All right. So there might be a lot of changes or renovation or relocation during the next 20 years. But the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June 2025 will gonna bring you opportunities to invest shared resources into housing, probably to rebuild the foundation, not only on the material structure, but also when it comes to your emotions. You are gonna experience a lot and be transformed with it when it comes to um, high rooted fears, something that is related to your family. Yeah, it will gonna be very challenging, very for some of you, you are gonna go through some kind of a painful experiences, but it will gonna make you grow and probably be stronger or be rooted when it comes to your family. All right. So for Sagittarius people, um, Pluto will gonna be on your third house of communication. So this is a very supportive position. All right. It's sextiling your rising sign to be honest. So for the past 16 years, Pluto has been tested and empowered you in the area of your resources, your values, your gifts and talents, your material possession, through your five senses, your worth actually. So for the next 20 years, it will gonna shift into your communication skills, your mind, your thinking, your relationship with your siblings, your neighbors, and social activities. So there will gonna be a deep interest in learning new skills, those technical skills, or probably taking some kind of online courses here. So the interest in deep topics will gonna be involve meaningful conversation. Transformational friendships will gonna happen as well. For some of you, you may let go some of your friends, especially if they are not aligned with your values or so. The main focus here for you, Sagis, is what do you want to send across? All right. So the trine between um, Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June will gonna bring you a lot of opportunities to expand your network using technology or advanced communication tools. All right, some of you will gonna probably a better internet connections. All right, so you may be becoming best of friends with your AI. Your friends, your sibling may become your business partners and etc. All right. So, dear Capricorn people, Pluto will gonna be on your second house of resources. So you are almost, or if not already relieved, when the Pluto leaves your sign. All right. So for the past 16 years, Pluto has been transforming or transform your identity. For some of you, there has been a lot of physical health issues or your appearance have greatly affected how you approach life and influence relationship because this is on the first house and the seventh house axis, and also your social connection, which is the first house and your 11th house. So you have been tested a lot and it's a really good time. So for now, Capricorn, your deep focus will gonna revolve into your resources, the values, the gifts, the talent, the material possession that you have. For some of you, you have probably spent a lot of money when it comes to your health during the past 16 years, but know that this time, as long as you have embraced what you need to embrace during the past 16 years, you will gonna regain those possessions back. All right. So through your five senses, self-efficiency and self-worth we are gonna be increased. So for the next 20 years, my dear copies, you will gonna be passionate about alternative money or how you'll be able to expand your possession. For some of you, you will gonna be open or you will gonna invest in some kind of a crypto or some kind of a digital money or speculating with money or experimenting with your five senses using technologies that will gonna increase your resources. So the main focus here for you, dear Capricorn, for the next 20 years is what do you really value in life? So the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June 2025 will gonna bring you opportunities when it comes to money, when it comes to your work area. So probably you will gonna expand your business if you have one. If you haven't, you'll probably go into business wherein you were gonna hire more employees, or probably for some of you, you were gonna find a more suitable job for you. You were gonna get rid of your debts. It's time for you to probably take a look at acquiring a pet. All right. All right, Aquarius. So for Aquarius people, this will gonna be on your first house of self identity. So you are coming out of your shell um, during the next 20 years, wherein you are gonna show your true face. You will be able to recognize yourself. For the next 2 decades, you are gonna transform all layers of your being. Okay, so your identity, physical health and appearance, your approach to life will gonna be tested intensely to bring you to your true power. So your spirituality and more invisible psychological areas have been tested over the past 16 years. There has been a lot of ups and downs when it comes to your vices and addictions, your passion for psychology, your dreams, some kinds of mystery issues, blood or bed pleasures. Your intimacy has been tested over the past 16 years, wherein you have engaged in some kind of healing method. Okay, so the transformation will gonna happen to you for the next 20 years through meditation. Probably you're gonna spend more time alone during the next 20 years. It's gonna be time for you to share your experience to a few or to a lot of people. For some of you, you may have you may gonna be, or you will gonna reveal some of your hidden enemy to self. So it's more of a transformation of yourself and as well of your career path as well. So the question or the main focus for the next 20 years for you, Aquarius, is to question who you really are. All right, so the next or the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June 2025 will gonna bring you a lot of opportunity through your creativity, teaching children more of your fifth house. So your romantic partner, your habits, your private life. Okay, so there will gonna be a lot of lucky breaks in between, my dear Aquarius. So for Pisces people, this will gonna be your Pluto in Aquarius will gonna be on your 12th house. It's also a challenging position, but as you Pisces, you're into spirituality, so you might as well enjoy what's going on, what will gonna happen to you. All right, so um for the past 16 years, you Pisces have been tested and transformed in the area of your networks. For some of you, you have lost a lot of friends along the way. So you have also gained a lot that is more aligned with your values. All right. So um, you are now, I can say, with a group of people or a certain group of people that is more within your circle, or some say it's like you are with a like-minded people now, wherein you have in the previous 16 for the past 16 years, your hopes and your wishes have been really challenged. As for some of you, you think or you felt that um, some of your goals, your aspirations are not coming true. So you've gone through that, so it's your turn to go into a deeper house, your spirituality. you will gonna be more involved into the physical areas, psychological areas of your life. So you will gonna face and you will gonna be transformed when it comes to your vices and addiction. You will gonna go through that one. So hopefully in the end of the 20 years, you're gonna be out of that area. Okay, so the next 20 years you will gonna work with your dreams, with mysteries, some kind of alternative healing methods. All right, so you were gonna do a lot of visualization, you were gonna do a lot of study and practice when it comes to your spiritual life. All right, so transformation through meditation, solitude, retreats, you are gonna be during the next 20 years, you will gonna be required to have more rest, to have more time with yourself. For some of you, you will gonna be um, see some of your hidden enemies, or those hidden enemies will gonna be shown, or some of your negative traits you are gonna recognize and hopefully do something about it. All right, so the main focus for the next 20 years for you Pisces is find where or how you will gonna be feel connected to the divine. All right, so the trine between Pluto and Jupiter in the beginning of June next year will gonna bring you a lot of opportunities when it comes to journeys with your emotional foundation, or probably some kind of healing methods or retreats, or probably you were gonna travel into some kind of remote places wherein the energy or the spiritual energy of that place will gonna help you, will gonna heal you. There will gonna be some kind of healings when it comes to family. If you are not good or in not in good terms with your family, the next 20 years starting June next year will gonna be better, should I say. So yeah, so you might probably spend time more on yourself, but knowing you Pisces, as I've said, I think you will gonna enjoy it. All right. So this concludes our video for Pluto and Aquarius. You know, guys, there's a lot of opportunity and in store for you. Please do read your rising sun and your moon sign as well. As I've said, as personally a Capricorn, I've dealt with a lot when it comes to my eighth house of shared resources. All right, I've lost a lot of money. Um let's just say the taxes and loans that I have greatly affected me, my sex life has affected me over the past 16 years. All right, but it's over now, should I say. So I have a good one right now. Yeah, so as a person that have gone through a lot, I suggest you guys to be patient. All right, so things were gonna be painful during the next 20 years for you guys, but my suggestion is to embrace those changes. Remember that Pluto only wanted you to be better at the end of the 20 years. Okay, so embrace the changes, do not resist it. All right, so it will gonna be painful, yes, the journey will gonna be challenging, it will gonna be hard, there will gonna be a lot of ups and down, yes, that will happen, that will gonna be visible, you will gonna feel it, it will not gonna be easy, but then remember at the end of the 20 years you will gonna be transformed, you will gonna be stronger, you will not gonna be different, or you will gonna be different from what you are right now. So enjoy the journey, my dear friends. All right. So good luck with that. Good luck to all of us. And we're here, if you have like a struggle and all that, just hang in there. All right. So if you like this video, I will gonna help you go through what is going on with your signs. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification button, just for you to be notified. All right. So if I upload some videos on how you were gonna navigate your time. All right. So probably I will just gonna put some kind of videos for you to watch next after this. All right. So my dear friends, good night, good day, everyone, wherever you are. Stay connected, and that's all. Bye.